let's begin. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Peer-to-Peer Fast Talk, organized by same team of CCIE. Just a few reminders. We have our captions available on. We're using our Google, our friend Google. So bear with us if you see the caption and it's wrong, just because we have accent and Google is not catching that. This program is also being recorded and will be available on our CLS YouTube page in few days. We would appreciate it if you could check in using our Google form, which is on the chat feature. Um, by checking in, you will help us get to know you and also keep track of how many students we have coming into our events. And then later on, we'll ask you to do a feedback form. Other than that, before we begin, we'll do a land and space acknowledgement. We would like to collectively take a moment to acknowledge all Indigenous and First People of the land and space in which we live and breathe. For our community at Highline College, we recognize that we are on occupied Duwamish, Coast Salish, Muckleshoot, and Puyallup lands, and we want to thank all relations and tribes today as we prepare to host space as a community. We recognize that all of us are joining this conversation from different areas, so we also want to invite you to reflect and thank Indigenous and First People of the land and space in which we are coming from. Thank you.
So for the content we covered today, first we're gonna introduce ourselves, the space guidelines, and a quick overview on us, what we offer, and to our programs. And then the main part of the event today, we're gonna have a fast talk session with 3 breakout sessions, and finally we're gonna have a community building activity.
What's up, everyone? We haven't really introduced ourselves formally. So my name is Yomark Manahan Panello, and I am the Mentorship Program's Leadership Advisor, and I supervise the brand new team of the year, which is the Service and Mentorship Engagement Consultants. And my pronouns are he, him, and his.
Hi, everyone. My name is Autumn Simpson. She, her, hers are my pronouns. I am part of the same team and a part of the consultants. And I am a second year in Highline College. So it's nice to meet you all.
Hello guys, and my name is Min, and like Autumn, I'm also a consultant at the same team, and my pronouns are he, him, his. I'm also in the second year at Highline, and thank you for coming to our event today. So for a definition of SAM, like Joe said, it stands for Service and Mentorship Engagement, and we for the subjects we especially work with campus partners like the community pantry of Highline, the other community organizations like the food pantry, and we also work with the student leaders from other groups of the COS, stands for Center for Leadership and Services, and CCIE, Center of Cultural and Inclusive Excellence.
Sorry about that, guys. So next we have our mission statement, which is the ABC of SAME. To break it down, which is the A represents as a firm identity, in which we want our students to explore different diverse cultural backgrounds while also exploring their own and growing their own. The B represents as build community, as we want students to build relationships with other students within the community that we have. And the C represents as culture of leadership, is where we want to grow our students to become future leaders.
So one of the programs we offer as SAM is the Peer Mentorship Program, in which we, as students who have difficulty engaging in the college environment, and help them to develop their leadership skills. So if you want to sign up for our program, simply go to the link here and fill in the mentor application form where you have to meet a few minimum requirements, including being a Highline student. And then after finishing the required paperwork, you will have to set up an interview with us to personalize your experience with our team and start working with a designated mentor when you can start participating in our events, leadership skill development opportunities, and service engagement opportunities. And after that, you can start tracking your progress with multiple resource like the activity form and other forms like that.
And then our second program that we also finalize is the service engagement. So there's 3 steps on how that would work, which is the first one is working with Highline community to enhance students' experience. And that one we're focusing on getting students to explore different events that we have now on virtual, which is global events or any of our other core team events that we have. The second one is plan to promote community service and opportunities. So we want to give students opportunities that if there's any like volunteer events such as food drive, library, or any of campus events or resources we have, we want to give a chance for students to have opportunity experiences and also just to show their time at Highline. And then 3, we have the organized quarterly divides, and this is when all students are just getting a chance to experience different things during their time at Highline. If you want to learn a little bit more about what we do and what our program is about, you can definitely check us at our email or at our website, which will show at the end, so you can follow us. But yeah, now it's the time to have our fast talk. So we're gonna break into our first breakout session. And for those who don't know what a breakout session is, it's you're just gonna be in a group with other students and you're just gonna talk whatever questions that we have and feel free to share what you want to share out. And yeah, so Gio, for the next slide, let's go over the first one. So our first session that we're focusing on that we guys want you to answer is questions about you. So just getting to know who you are as a student. So the first question is name and community where you represent. The second one, describe your ideal comfort food and what makes it a comfort food. And then the third, where do you want to travel? Where do you like to travel the most and why? The fourth, if you were to meet your favorite celebrity, who would it be and why? And the fifth one is, do you have any pets? So those are our questions. And then Gio put it on the chat so you can get a chance to see it. So you got 5 to 7 minutes to talk to your answers and we'll come back and share it at a big group. So any questions so far? Sorry if I'm going a little bit too fast.
Are there any questions? No questions? Alrighty then. So remember, this is a fast talk. You will probably in a room with 5 folks, just to make sure that everyone's are able to share. You have 5 questions to answer within 5 to 7 minutes, and everyone has to share. And then we are trying to build community here. So if you can have your camera on, that will be great. And we will just begin our breakout rooms. Options. And then
Yeah, can I ask a question?
Yes, what's up, Ying?
So the questions about you, does that mean I tell them about myself? Am I
Yes. So you want to share about yourself, Ying? Because we are trying to get to know others here.
okay? Got it.
Okay, I will just go ahead and open all the rooms. So I believe the rooms are open, so feel free to join it. I just put randomly everyone in a room. So I don't know who you're gonna be in a room with. I think that's how it works at least.
Yeah.
So if you click the breakout rooms, you should be able to start joining.
Good question, Jill.
What's up, Brandon?
I don't see one.
You don't see one?
No. That
Okay,
is from.
let me. We are so sorry. Let me recreate the rooms. Okay. Okay, now I'm recreating it. Oh, I think people
Whatever.
are still commuting from the breakout rooms to our main room. I still see people from room 3. They're still there. All of them are still there. So they have 15 seconds to get here until they get.
15, 14, 13, 12.
All right, everyone's back. Go ahead, Autumn.
Okay, thank you. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed your first fast talk. I was about to say tech talk. That would have been different.
We're
But
back.
but now we just wanted to share out. So if anyone wants to share out, please feel to unmute yourself and share out. And if you want to share the chat, we'll also be checking there too. So yeah, anyone who want to share out?
I want to share out. As you know me, I'm Ying. My ideal comfort food is eating Chinese food for Chinese New Year's when I went to China in February 2018. Where I like to travel is all around Florida, California, Las Vegas, New York, China, Italy, countries around Europe and Asia, because it's exploring around the city. My favorite style would be Selena Gomez. Why is because I listen to her on radios, and I don't have any pets. Any questions?
No questions, Ying. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else who would like to share out, maybe it doesn't have to be about you. Maybe it's something you learned from your new friend from the breakout rooms. But make sure that it's okay to share their stuff. Maybe like one more person.
I can go. Hi everyone, my name is Young and community is I guess Vietnamese. Um, I like sweet food because I can eat the sweet food all the time, and I want to travel to Vietnam because I want to visit Deep Sương Island with the nice beaches, and I want to meet Asina romance in the future if I have the chance because she's so beautiful and any clothes put on her is so amazing. And I don't have any pets, but I I like the cat because they are so adorable. Thank you.
All right, you. Thank you for sharing. Let's see. Autumn, do you have any closing remarks for breakout session number 1?
All I'm gonna say is thank you guys for once again who shared, and also for the chat who also shared. That's really cool, and we do appreciate you guys. And now we're gonna switch chance over to our breakout session number 2, and Mim's gonna run that.
So hello guys. In this breakout session, you're gonna have to talk about your experience at Highline, and there's the questions about Highline, your score, your degree, and what you want to achieve in the future. So I'm just gonna vocalize all these questions. The first one: what is one goal you have while studying here at Highline? The second one is about one thing that excites you being here. The third one is what makes you decided to go to Highline. what degree are you taking or studying at Highline, and do you plan on transferring to any four-year university in the future? And the last one is, why are you pursuing that degree? So we just want you to be honest about these questions. So yeah, enjoy thinking and answering these questions.
All right, thank you, Min. So the questions are on the chat feature or our chat box, and you will be grouped with another group. So have fun, y'all. See you in. My screen just freaked out again. All right. Oh, welcome back. Looks like room two are still, they're still sharing. Well, they have 20 seconds left, and to make it to our bigger rooms.
We're
Is
back.
Min back? All right, Min, take it away.
So who wants to share? Feel free to unmute yourself or type in the chat.
I'm down to share.
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, the reason what made me decide to go to Highline was because I'm in Running Start, and through Running Start, I'm finishing up my high school diploma as well as starting and finishing my AA. So it's just general. One thing that excites me about being at Highline is that it's like more rigorous, but I also get more freedom with my schedule if I'm able to like manage my time well. And then after Highline, the expectation is that I go to a four-year college pursuing a major.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I could go. So a goal I have here at Highline is probably make connections with different people from different cultures. And one thing that excites me about being here, it was the wellness center, because I could walk out with my classmates. And what made me decide to come here was the fact that I was pursuing my, as you would say, dreams, because I already did a bachelor's in international business, and I decided to go into fitness, which I was more passionate about. Um, and that answers number 4. So I'm doing personal fitness training, and I'm planning to go move into nutrition also. So I'll be personal fitness training and also nutrition. Why? Because I'm passionate about it. Yeah.
Thank you for your answer, Ania. And here is the last part for Gio.
All right, so breakout session number 3. This has something to do with your engagement here at Highline. So the questions are really focused on that. Min, can we have the questions? That would be great. Thank you. So question number 1, have you gone to any ThunderWeek events? If so, which one is your favorite? Besides this, I think this is the 4th ThunderWeek event. Georgia, I saw the eye roll. Second question, are you interested in any clubs or are you interested in any clubs and organizations at Highline? If so, which one? Or do you want to start one? Have you done any community service recently? And what kind of community service are you interested in? Do you have a mentor or a role model that you look up to, or someone that helped you to get to where you are right now? What do you like about them? And last question is, what have you learned so far while attending Thunder Week? And how would you engage in the future on our other CCIE and CLS events? So the questions are going to be posted on the chat. And as usual, you'll be with a different group this time. And also I'm making it 5 minutes. So this is a fast talk. We have another activity after this. So concise. Let's go. I'm gonna open the room and I'll see y'all in 5 minutes. Come back. I know that I only gave you like 5 minutes, I think, or 6 minutes in the share out rooms, but this is fast talk. So let's do a share out. Can we hear from maybe? I'm so sorry, Doris. I know it wasn't enough, but guess what? It's fast talk. Okay. But anyway, can we hear, from our students? Maybe answer one question from our community questions. Someone whom we haven't heard from. Anyone, feel free to unmute yourself. Also chat. I'm reading. Anyone?
I'll go.
I know that.
So it was, are you interested in any clubs or organizations at Highline? I'm actually in Trio, and I found out that another student here also is in Trio. So that was like, oh, I have a new friend now.
Hey, connection. And that's the point of
Yes.
like why we do this type of programming to connect our students. Thank you for sharing, Imelda. Yes, good. Oh, yes, Jinx too, Amy. But one more student.
I can share. I do. Hi everyone. I'm Cesar. He, him, his pronouns. Um, and I do have a mentor. Her name is Alejandra Perez. And one of the many things that kind of just stuck around with me about her is really that how motivated she is. She's and well, I don't want to reveal her status mostly, but she's just extremely motivated, and she's always been able to help out others regardless. And from my time when I was a part of Mesa back in high school, she was always around, always to helping others, and it kind of we just sort of clicked, and we just made a connection, and ever since then, even though we don't conversate as often I still find the time just to send her a message, just to let her know how I'm doing, just to check in with her, because she's such an inspiration.
Thank you for sharing, Cesar. Definitely, we all have role models that helped us to get to where we are right now. You may not know it, but trust me, you do have a mentor, someone that you look up to and like follow their traits that you like from them. All right, so that's our fast talk. Now we'll move to a different activity, community building activity. Autumn, take it away.
Thanks, Gio. So yeah, once again, thank you guys for sharing out and encouraging with this fast talk. I know it was short, but but you know that you have a lot of people around the community that you can still connect to and socialize. But yeah, now we're gonna go to the community building, which is getting to know more about Highline Cahoots. And if you don't know if you know what a Kahoot is in, yes. But if you don't know what a Kahoot is, basically an online trivia game where you just answer questions at a certain amount of time and you get points if you're right. And the goal and how to win is just basically have the most points at the end of the game. Yeah. Okay, so the website is right there. I'm about to share the screen so you guys can see it, and then the pin is right there. I'm also going to set it on the chat. So I'll give you guys 5 minutes to enter the pins and all that stuff, and we will get started.
So you can access Kahoot on your mobile phones, just type in Kahoot or play.kahoot.it, and then the code
It's
is
Kahoot. I'm done with that.
8053475.
I'm downloading this usually because I forgot. I just forget about it.
What was it, Ying?
I did the pin you said. I think it was something else, but it's Kahoot. So I'm downloading it right now to put the pin in.
Okay.
We have about like 24 people in, I think, including that. I think. We'll go with another 3 minutes for everybody to get in.
Is there a prize, by the way?
Well, the prize of honor.
Yes.
You get we'll give you a little, we'll give you a reaction clap for the winner. So
The
yeah.
prize of honor. But you know what? I'm feeling generous, so maybe I will throw in a prize there. It's a surprise, but I'm pretty sure y'all already know what it is.
All right, guys. So you hear that? Hope so. Let this be your motivation, and
Just
also learn
one
Highline.
person. Just one
Yeah.
person.
Just first place though. Do we almost have everybody, Gio, or are we missing a few people?
I think we're missing a few more people. Let's give it like a few more seconds, you know.
Okay, we'll do 1 more minute. 1 more minute, so we can get in.
Also we you know, we will understand that we might be what do you call overtime, because this event is supposed to go until 2:30, but that's what happens when you're in community and you just like enjoy talking. So we're gonna stay here until we finish this program. So stick with us.
That's 17 people so far. I'll give it 30 more seconds and we will start this. We'll start the game. Okay, about like 10 more seconds and we'll begin.
I just started. I just put my name on it. I put cheating on it.
Okay, cool. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get it. So the first one is a quiz. First question. What is the first event that has started on Monday for ThunderWeek? All right, so the first, yeah, so Coffee with the Center was the first.
Quick question though.
Yep.
That low key went by so fast.
Well, it's
Yeah,
fast
really
talk. It's fast talk. I was gonna change it to 20, but oh well. Get your fingers ready.
It is also now fast finger, so
All right, scoreboard. Weezy is in first. Okay. All right. Next one. Question 2. What is the last event for Thunder Week? Yep. Global Potluck is the last event, which is from 2 to 3:30 or 2 to 3, I think. Yeah. All right. Okay, okay. Winners in first. Next, question 3. If I wanted to check how many credits and classes I have, I still need to complete my degree, I would go on blank. Yep, degree audit. Yep. Okay. All right, so winner's still in first. You guys have time to catch up. True and false. The counseling center is free to all students. Okay, okay. That is true. Yes, it is free for all students. So definitely recommend taking a chance to go check the counseling center and set up appointments if you need to. All right, we got a hot streak going on. Okay. Question 5. Which of the following is not true for fall 2020 quarter? Yes, December 10th, last day of classroom instructions. That is December 14th. That is the last day. I kind of tricked it by taking a couple of days off, but yeah, December 14th is the last day of the classroom instructions, and then final starts the next week. So letting you guys know that. Okay, last question. Yep. we got winner stone first. Okay. This is another true or false. Global, Mesa, True, and Trio are part of student programs. Okay, okay. Yes, that is true. And you could also check out the current student website if you want to learn more about those programs, but definitely. Okay. All right, that's the current scoring. All right. Men, get ready. You're going to do the next part.
Okay.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
How many consultants are they insane? This is a very easy question. Yes, yes. Whoa. Okay.
Very good. Very good. There's only 2.
She always not a consultant. Okay.
All right. I think that's a moon or croissant. I don't know. I don't know which one is which, but right.
It's me.
Okay. Go moon or croissant. Yeah. All right. Next question.
My college was founded in let's see who is being right. Yes.
Oh my God, I saw this question today at CLS.
1990.
Jesus.
1961. Yeah.
Whoever put 1960, that was very tricky.
1961.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, hot streak so far. All right. 3, 2, 1. 9.
The maximum numbers of credits a student can take per quarter, 1 quarter. Is 23. Not 20.
Oh, DP. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Let's go.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
3
Done.
more questions.
Which one of these events is the next ThunderWeek event?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
No. Oh.
Okay, you guys know your event. Okay. Okay. Yep, Coffee with the Wellness is the next event, which you should check out. It starts at 10. So yeah.
2 more.
You taking the lead so far?
We're already waiting for the end of the 4th quarter. This is kind of like a trick question.
Okay.
Yay.
Got it out. Okay. Yep. December 18th is the end of the fall quarter. So good job, guys. Oh, winners back at the lead. Catch up, catch up. Last question. Get ready. Question 12.
Final question.
What is the purpose of the peer-to-peer mentorship program? Okay, all right, nice work.
Yay.
That's right. We help with academic success and we're building leadership with you guys students. Okay. So the podium. Third. The heart face is the second. And who's our winner? Well, speaking of winner won. So who was winner, by the way?
Okay, who is winner? Please feel free to unmute yourself.
I tried to throw the last question, but I unsuccessfully did.
Amy, you're a winner. Oh my gosh! Hold on.
Oh,
Okay,
my God.
so we cannot have staff win. You know, but Amy, congratulations! You have very fast fingers. Like I didn't even join because I know I'd be too stressed, and I was stressed. And I couldn't play. GP is also a pro staff. Come on.
And number 2 is 2. That's me.
And then who is the heart emoji?
Yeah, who's the heart emoji?
Betty.
That's you, Betty.
Staff. Oh my gosh.
Oh boy. At least you know your pro staff knows some stuff, right?
Do we know? Can we find out
who's in fourth?
Person?
Who's in fourth place?
If you go next, it should show you.
Was it Edwina? I think it was Edwina.
Yeah.
Who else? Who's the fifth?
Me. It was me.
Was it you? Really, you, Saini?
Yeah, it was me.
Okay, Saini.
All right, there we go.
As y'all know, I love boba. So Saini, you win a boba snack time with me when we get back on campus. So
Okay. Thank you.
Please remind me, Saini, remind me because I definitely will not try to remember.
Okay. I won't forget. It's okay.
Congratulations.
But thanks for playing, everyone. I hope that was fun for you guys.
All right. So that concludes our event for today. We have plenty more ThunderWeek events throughout this week. So you can contact us. Our email is over there. Min, can you go back to our last slide? Yep. If you want to connect with us, our email is right here. And also visit our website at ccie.highline.edu to find out more what we do within the CCIE. But yeah, I think we have Georgia. Can you be? Yes, the feedback is right over there in the chat. It will be definitely helpful for us to keep track of like how can we improve this program. So please do that. Again, thank you so much for joining us. And this is the very brand new core team this year. So thank you for joining us for our very first event.
Thank you guys. Hope to see you soon.